Yo, what's good, guys? Today we got some new content, and not gonna lie, pretty disappointing stuff. But honestly, are we even surprised at this point? I guess the only silver lining is that this Corey Seager looks amazing, and he's only like 150k, so that's pretty cheap for a collection, in my opinion. But I'm not gonna sit here and just complain or lick SDS's boots. I'll let your favorite content creator handle that. What I'm bringing you today is another one of my non-traditional tier lists, just like we did with the Color Storm cards. And if you haven't seen that one yet, I highly recommend you checking it out, especially if you're still looking to try out some new cards. It's my most popular video by far. Let's just get into it.
When I was 16, I won a great victory. I felt in that moment I would live to be 100. Now I know I shall outlive 30. None of us know our end, really, or what hand will guide us there.
They're fighting! They're swinging! Down goes Anderson!
Starting off, we have the meme tier list. I cannot add anything to that introduction. I think that's just perfect. That really sums it up. You have Tim Anderson. You're not gonna use that card, and honestly, he's just a meme because of that moment right there. Austin Hedges, again, another memeable guy. Pretty very popular in the MLB The Show community for always being ass. So if you're someone that likes to play co-op with your buddies and actually like to have fun from time to time on this game, and you're not always like just sweating your ass off in rank, then he's going to be fun for a game or two. AJ Puck, I mean, look at the photo on this guy, bro. How is this guy not on this tier? 3-pitch pitcher, he's terrible, he sucks, doesn't even have outlier. Let's just move on. Next up, we have the filler tier. Nobody asked for these cards. Nobody's going to use these cards. I mean, even for a team where you're using a team full of race players, Jake Bauers sucks. He doesn't have any fans. These are the cards that they just need them to be in the game because they need 20 cards for the collection reward. So this Jake Bauers horrible. Mitch Keller, he's pretty bad. Doesn't he throw like 2 curveballs? He's awful. No, not the best cards here. Brady Singer, Kyle Wright is kind of funky, but he probably throws 2 curveballs too. Brady Singer, 3-pitch pitcher. Like, these cards are just like whatever. Michael A. Taylor, he has a good swing in the game, and same with Mickey Moniak, but they're not studs on the outfield like PCA or Victor Scott, and their bad is whatever. These cards are just here to make some numbers. That's what I feel about this tier. I'm just shaking my head here. And no, before you start screaming at me, I don't mean Sander Bogarts is on the same level as Jose Iglesias. They're just here because they know what they're doing with this Sander Bogarts. He looks great, but then you realize he has 60 clutch. So it's Chipper Jones all over again. He's only usable on All Star. He's going to be amazing on All Star. Do not get me wrong, but he's one of the 4 high diamonds. So you're going to keep getting this card that's absolutely useless if you're on higher difficulties. On All Star, he's fine. He's probably very good, very good. One of the best shortstops. I'm not gonna lie, he has a great swing. But they know what they're doing. They're going to just, if you are dumb enough to open packs, they're going to spam you with Sander Bogarts here. Again, he's usable on All Star, very good card. Giolito, Iglesias, India, Gossman. I think you realize here the theme. Those are all free cards, so they know what they're doing. These cards are absolutely awful. They're only here because I'm just, disappointed, I guess. But if this wasn't, a legit tier list, they would be at the very bottom. Kevin Gossman, I guess, is kind of interesting. If he had a sinker, he would be usable. Starling Marte, again, he's, whatever. For a 90 overall, he's pretty mid. Same thing with Rendon. You're not going to use this guy at second base or third base. They don't really have like an archetype, like high contact, no power, okay defense. These cards are pretty bad. Hunter Renfro, same thing. With Bogarts, he's usable on All Star. He's going to hit bombs for you, and he's going to be a very good defensive outfielder. But if you're on higher difficulties, there's no way you're touching this card with a 10-foot pole. Andrew Vaughn, probably one of the best cards on this drop, and it's not even a top 10 righty first baseman in the game. Finally, some good cards on side. If you're someone that likes to sweat every game on ranked and even on the events, these are the cards for you. You can use these cards online. Juan Moncada, he's probably the second best third baseman in the game. That's not Scott Rowland. I'd say he's 1A, 1B with JRAM. He has better defense, he's faster. He also has one of the best swings in the game, and he is more balanced. You won't have to worry about facing a righty with JRAM. Jared Kelenic, amazing swing. He can actually play in the outfield. I think he's an upgrade over Ken Griffey if you're still running with him in your center fielder or maybe on one of the corner outfield positions. He's your guy. Better stats versus righties. I think he's faster and he probably has a better glove out there. Nate Pearson throws gas. Has a nasty changeup. He's fine. Like, I'm not saying he's competitive that you're going to dominate with him. He's someone that you can actually use and throw him out. He's going to be good for you. Joe Adele for a free card. Only 7. You only need 7 cards to collect him. He's usable again. He's probably like a righty version of Jared Kelenic, only with more power and slightly worse contact. But he's usable if you like his swing. Garrett Cole, very underrated for a free card. He's probably one of the best free cards. Good pitch mix. He's solid. He's going to be fine. Again, if you throw him out there every 5 games, he's not going to dominate. He's serviceable. And finally, Joey Gallo. I really wanted to put this guy in the meme category, but 31 Vision. Like, when did the MLB The Show got licensed for Stevie Wonder? Like, obviously lower difficulties, you're gonna make this guy work. Like on All-Star, doesn't even matter. Once you get to Hall of Fame, if you're not the greatest player, you're going to struggle with this card. If you're good, you like Joey Gallo's swing, you've always been a fan of his, you're going to fucking hit bombs with him. Like, that's just how it is. 115 and 125 power. It's no joke. And finally, we have the MLB The Shop tier. I mean, this is just like crazy. That Kyle Schwarber isn't even that good. Corey Seager's amazing. I already said he has good value in my opinion, and that Vladdy is just stupid now. Amazing card. Sucks he's the chase back. He should have been the collection reward, but it is what it is. Now we are going into the normal tier list. We're starting from the top. S tier, Vladdy. I mean, whatever. You already know how good he is. Corey Seager, amazing. He's always going to play above his stats. He has like 190 power against both sides, over 100 contact, 100 clutch. He's amazing. He's going to be my shortstop. Joan Moncada, I love this card. I think he has one of the best swings in the game. He's super fast, so that's, a different look at third base. Has good glove. I already said he's like a 1A, 1B with J-Ram as the best switch hitter in the third base position. A tier, I got this Nate Pearson. If you're on All-Star, he's probably S tier. Same thing with Schwarber and Joey Gallo. But since this is, in a general tier list, I have to keep this Nate Pearson in A tier because he's going to have control issues once you hit Hall of Fame. Paul Schwarber, stupidly expensive. I don't think he's that good. He has okay stats. Again, if you love his swing and you can afford him, go for it. But I think there's so much better lefties for a 20th of the price. And rocking a lefty catcher, I'm not a big fan of that. Joey Gallo, All-Star Demon. You can actually play with him on Hall of Fame if you're good at the game and you love Joey Gallo's swing. Very good. For a free card, it's fine. Garrett Cole, another free card. Same thing with Joe Adele. These are going to be good on any difficulty. The Joe Adele is nice to have a defensive center field that's right-handed because we don't really have a lot. Marte and him are kind of like the only ones we currently have. Jared Kelenic, I said on my previous tier list, he's literally just like Ken Griffey Jr. with better stats against righties. If you enjoy his swing, I've always been a fan of his swing, so I may have him a little bit higher than some other people. C tier, Cal Wright, funky, okay, it is whatever. Andrew Vaughn, he has good stats, but as I've said before, there's like 10 better righty first basemen in the game at the moment. Bogarts and Renfroe, if you're an All-Star, they're probably like A or S tier, depending on how good you do with their swings. But, general tier list, they're C tier. They're nothing too crazy. That clutch on Bogarts is terrible, and the contact and clutch on Renfroe is just unusable. D tier, I'm not even gonna talk about these guys. They're completely irrelevant. You're never going to use these cards online, and you probably will never see them. Same thing with F tier. So that is it. That's going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it wasn't too crazy, but let's be honest, these cards are pretty bad. So there's not a lot for me to say here. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you have not done so yet. Till then, I'll catch you later.